Every year, a new batch of resin printers drops. They have minor upgrades, fancy sounding features and fresh price tag. Meanwhile, last year models quietly go on sale before they disappear completely. But here's what you need to know. Print quality has plateaued. The pixel size on the screen is only improving very minor each time now. And maybe not even at all. A lot of the new features on printers are not must-have. Some are even sort of downgrades. I'm looking at you, auto leveling. If your goal is getting the best print quality for your money, the smartest move isn't always to buy the newest printer. The value move right now is buying a resin printer from 2023 before they vanish from stock. I would consider either getting the Elgato Mars 4 Ultra or maybe the Saturn 3 if you need bigger build volume. Unless you're printing in a space where a heated vat would be a very welcome feature. These printers are just killer value. And here's why. The Mars 4 Ultra is a no-frills, reliable machine with excellent print quality. It has a kind of small 7-inch screen, but the XY resolution on that screen, so how large each pixel is pretty good at 18 microns. That's actually as good as it's going to get right now. Instead of PFA, they have gone with ACF film, which is an odd choice, but you can always change it. The build volume is not great. It's small, that's just how it is on a small printer. You can certainly do 150mm prints, so large models, but larger than that and you will run into problems. But you can cram a lot of miniatures onto that size build plate. The leveling mechanism on the build plate has 4 screws instead of the 2 screws that has been normal on Elgato machines. 2 screws is fine on a printer this size, but 4 screws are better. 2 screws on a bigger printer, it's not so great. It has Wi-Fi, which is fine and all. I don't really rate it. It doesn't have an app. It's whatever. Instead of a screen protector, it has tempered glass on top, which I really like a lot for beginners. It can save you out from breaking your screen. Why buy the Ultra and not the cheaper regular Mars? Well, because Elgato messed up here. The standard Mars 4 is locked to the GU format, which doesn't probably support anti-aliasing. It doesn't seem to work. Maybe it's intended, maybe it's a bug, I don't know. It's just super crap and you kind of want anti-aliasing. The best thing about this is the price. I've seen it for sale for as little as 170 USD. At that price point, it's an absolute steal. But if it's not on sale right now and it's over, let's say 200 USD, maybe it's not so great, then you should maybe look at the Anycubic Photon Mono 4. It's very similar in specs. It doesn't have tempered glass. It hasn't any Wi-Fi. It has a screen protector in the box. Honestly, this is very much dependent on the price here. It's a bit of a toss. You might need to figure out how important Wi-Fi is to you and how great the tempered glass can be for you. A big question I hear is this. Shouldn't I wait for the printers we will get in summer of 2025? Maybe they're a bit better in terms of quality or features. Waiting in tech is always better. The next generation is always better. But let's break down what it is you're getting. Even if the next generation of printers will improve in terms of quality, it will be microscopic. The Mars 4 Ultra has an 8K screen giving you a pixel size of 18 microns. Now let's say a new version comes out. Maybe it doubles the resolution, so we go to a 17-ish K screen. That will give us 9-10 micron pixel size. Would this really matter? I think barely. The jump from 30 microns to 20 microns was already extremely minor. So going down to 10 microns, don't think you can see the difference unless you're using a microscope. And at extremely low layer height, the real bottlenecks becomes something else. A lot of issues arises once we go down to such a low layer height. How the resin behaves, you will start to see blooming issues, exposures, inconsistencies in the light, and maybe imperfections in the Z-axis will limit print quality. So even if a Mars 6 or Mars 7 drops with a 10 micron screen, it won't suddenly make a huge difference in print quality. We're simply just hitting the limits of resin printing here. So getting an older printer with a good screen like the Mars 4 is an excellent value buy. The biggest flaw with a printer like this is the build volume. It's quite small and at some point you can sort of feel a bit cramped on it. The solution would simply be to get a bigger printer like the Saturn III. I wouldn't go for the Ultra here. The Saturn III is the best bang for buck in the mid-sized resin printer right now. It has a bigger build volume, so you can just cram more stuff on it. You can print bigger models in one go without having to glue them together. The pixel size is 24 microns, which is still great. It supports anti-aliasing. It doesn't have Wi-Fi, it still has a tempered glass. I have seen it for as little as $230 US. Currently see it at 260. That's still a solid deal. If you really want smaller pixel size on this medium sized of a printer, well, you don't got that many options right now. You can wait, or you can get the Saturn IV Ultra 16K or some of the uniformation stuff. But this will get pricey, double the price of the Saturn III. And at double the price, you're not getting double the quality. You're getting some ease of use features and some smart stuff. That's it. It's not the value move at all. Why the newer printers might not be for you. If you care about print quality per dollar, just ignore the printers that came out in 2024. But what about the new printers we will see in summer? Will they make older stuff obsolete? Well, that's extremely unlikely. Here's what I think will happen. The Mars 4 and Saturn 4 lines, well, they will start to sell out models. The Mars 5 and Saturn 4 will drop in price as the next gen arrives. This is how it has happened for a while now. Print quality won't change a lot, and new printers will just put more smart features in them. Heated vat will what we'll see much more of this year. But are these smart features actually helping you out? The big new selling point last year was the tilting vats and sort of the auto leveling. This sounds in theory great, but here is the issue. Auto leveling is not auto leveling. It's just some springs that presses down into your screen. If that's not working very well, if it's not tuned well from the factory, which sometimes it's not, it can cause new issues, compressions, and it can lead to just a lot of issues. The tilting vat can make some stuff easier, but replacing the screen on that requires you to tear down basically the whole printer. And screens breaking is just a part of this printing space. So for beginners, I would avoid these machines for now. They aren't very reliable yet. Maybe they will be next generation. We will see. In Denmark, we have a saying, bjørnetjeneste, or bear favor. It simply means a well-intentioned favor that ends up making things worse. And that's what I think is happening with some of these printers. The smart features, they're meant to make your life easier, but they introduce new problems. Until these features actually improve print reliability and make it a much more enjoyable and easier experience, I don't think they're worth the money. And if you are picking up a resin printer today, you will want to learn how to get the best results possible. I have an online video course teaching you my method on how to get the best printing result. As a teaser, you can watch this video on my exact workflow.